Hello everybody. So through this session we'll continue with the second part of the poem The Tale of Custard the Dragon by Ogden Nash. So as in the first part we saw that there is a lady Belinda who lived in a little white house and she has four pets. First of all there is a little black kitten who is called Ink. Then there is a little grey mouse which is called Blink, and there is a little yellow dog also which is named as Mustard, and there is a dragon also which is Coward, and that's why it is called Custard. And all of them used to boast of that they are so much brave. Belinda also used to say that she is brave like a bear. Ink and Blink, they both used to claim that they are so much powerful that they can even the tiger used to be afraid of them and they used to chase the tiger away. And Mustard used to say that he is so much brave like a tiger in a rage, in anger. Presently, when we finished the poem only, we saw that as Custard the dragon, he is always crying for a little nice safe cage, and his mistress, that is Belinda, she is making fun of him. She is giggling, she is tickling, and all other talking about these pets of her pets also, they also used to make fun of the Custard the dragon. So at that time what had happened, they heard something, some nasty sound, unpleasant sound, and they saw that a pirate was climbing up the window. And so we are starting with this 8th paragraph. Belinda paled. Now when she saw the pirate, she paled. She became afraid, so much afraid. Her face became totally pale white because of fear. And she cried, "Help, help!" She cried for help. But Mustard fled with a terrified yelp. And Mustard, the dog, he also fled from there. He also ran away from there with a terrified, he got afraid so much, and yelp, he gave a shrill cry, and then he also ran away from there. Ink trickled down to the bottom of the household, and Ink, he just went slowly away. He hid himself under the household things. Down to the bottom of the household means he just hid himself under the household things. Some benches or are there, table are there, things are there, so he hid himself under them only. And little mouse Blink strategically mouse hold, and the mouse also, he also with a purpose, he with a plan only, he just mouse hold. Mouse hold means he went into his hole, he hid himself into that hole. So we saw that all of these who used to boast of that they are so much brave, they can do this and they can do that, at the present time when they saw the pirate, they got so much afraid that they ran away from there, all of them. But if we talk about the Custard the dragon, but up jumped Custard, snorting like an engine, clashed his tail like irons in a dungeon. With a clatter and a clank and a jangling squirm, he went at the pirate like a robin at the worm. Talking about a Custard, he just jumped up all of a sudden when he saw the pirate, snorting like an engine. Snorting is just forcing the air out of the nose. He started throwing the air out of his nose angrily, as if an engine started. When the engine of the train used to start, it used to throw out the smoke. So in the same way, our Custard also, he was also throwing air out of his mouth, out of his nose, in anger only. Clashed his tail, and he struck his tail on the ground, waving his tail, striking on the ground like a chain in dungeon. Dungeon is the prison only, underground prison, where in jail only some of the criminals who used to create trouble in the jail, even they are shifted to dungeons. a small room underground which is totally dark. So that is dungeon only, dark room underground in prison, and he is just waving his tail like a chain in the dungeon, in the dark room of the prison, and which is creating sound of clattering, clank and jangling. Squirm is the twisting of the tail. He is just twisting his tail, creating the sound of clattering, clanking and jangling. These are all sounds. Clatter, clank and jang, these are sounds only. When the chain used to strike on the ground, such sounds are produced. So he created that sound with his tail, and he went at the pirate like a robin at a worm, and he jumped, or he quickly, robin is a very fast small bird, so he like a robin only, he shot toward the pirate, he ran toward the pirate like robin used to strike at the worm. Worms, everybody knows, worm and insects, small, which these birds used to eat. So our Custer the dragon jumped toward the pirate. What did he do? The pirate gaped at Belinda's dragon. When the pirate saw the dragon, Belinda's dragon, it was Belinda's dragon only, he gulped some grog. Gulp means he swallowed some grog. Grog is wine, from his pocket flagon. Pocket flagon is pocket bottle only. He took out a bottle of the wine and he swallowed some. He took some sips of the wine and he fired 2 bullets. He fired 2 bullets at the dragon, but they did not hit. But the bullets did not hit the dragon, and Custard gobbled him every bit, and after that Custard ate the pirate. Every bit, whole of the pirate was eaten by the Custard, the dragon. All of a sudden, Belinda embraced him, and after that, Belinda became so much happy. She embraced him, she hugged him lovingly. Mustard licked him. Mustard, a dog, as dog used to lick their masters. In the same way, the dog Mustard started licking with his tongue only the dragon. No one mourned for his pirate victim, and nobody felt bad or nobody felt sorrow, sadness for the pirate victim. Pirate, nobody felt sadness at the death of the pirate. Ink and Blink in glee did gyrate, and Ink and Blink, the cat, small kitten and the mouse, both started jumping. They started dancing around the Custard the dragon. But presently up spoke little dog Mustard. So all of them, first of all, when the pirate was eaten by the Custard the dragon, they all were just praising and they were dancing around the Custard the dragon. But then after soon after time, what happened? Presently soon after that, spoke little dog Mustard. Now the dog again spoke, as he used to spoke earlier also. He used to boast of his power. He spoke, "I would have been twice as brave if I had not been flustered." He said that as you were brave, I would have been twice brave than you. I would have been double time, 2 times braver than you if I would not have been flustered, if I would not have been confused. See that I just got confused only. Otherwise I am double brave than you, twice brave than you. And up spoke Ink and up spoke Blink, and Blink and Ink also, they also spoke that yes, we also got confused. We would have been 3 times as brave, we think. We also think that we would have been, if we would not have been confused, we would have been 3 times braver than you. They all are talking to the dragon Custard. And Custard said, and our Custard, he is such a quiet person, and he said okay, he agreed. He is not arguing with them that yes, that he is not saying that he is braver than them. He is saying okay, yes, I agree. I quite agree. He said, I quite agree. The custard is saying, I agree that you definitely are braver than me, that everybody is braver than me. He said that I am agreeing on this issue. I don't argue with you people. Definitely you people are braver than me. Belinda still lives in her little white house. And now, still even now also, Belinda, she lives in her little white house with her little black kitten and her little grey mouse and her little yellow dog and her little red wagon and her really truly little pet dragon, that she is presently, even today she is living in her little white house and all with her all her pets, ink, blink, mustard and custard, and still the condition is not changed. Whatever has been happened, they all have forgotten all those things. Attack of the pirate and how pirate was being eaten by the custard, they all have forgotten all those things. And now Belinda again, she used to think that she is as brave as bear. She is as brave as bear, as she used to wear the clothes like bears and she is such a fat lady. So she used to think that she is brave like a bear. And ink and blink again, they all started talking that yes, they are so much brave that even lions are afraid of them and they used to chase the lions down the stairs. And mustard used to again say that he is also brave and he is brave like a tiger in anger. And custard the dragon, he used to again, his condition is same, he is crying for a little nice safe cage. So talking about the message here, that power does not power is in itself enough. If somebody is powerful, that is complete or enough in itself. That does not need boasting, that does not mean showing off. And only those person or those used to show off are those who are not having in them that particular thing. Those who are incomplete in any way, they used to have that characteristic of boasting. And if we talk about Custard the dragon, he is so powerful and he does not need boasting. He is all the time quiet, but when his power is needed, when his real wrath is needed, when action is needed, he used to come in action. He is not talking about in the habit of speaking only. He used to, as it is said only, actions speak louder than words. So this line actually goes with Custard the dragon. So this is the second part of our Custard the dragon, and finishing here only. Thank you.